Yes, Granny. Well, dear, how do most people learn about dementia these days? Well, Granny, it's pretty much on the phone, internet, Google, however, searching the net, in other words. Yes, but is that the correct information? Often not. Misinformation, alternative facts come into it too, unfortunately. Well, you need to get the right facts to get the right information. So I don't think that's a very good idea. I think it can be quite scarifying, actually, because if you just read on and on about all the terrible things that are going to happen with dementia as you get older and older and more senile, and it's just so depressing. Whereas really the best way to learn about dementia is to ask someone about it who has dementia. You mean like early on as well? Yes, definitely early on. Like if you have a neighbour who's having a little bit of memory loss and problems and not anyone to help her out, you can just go over and say, look, I know that you might be having a little, you find a tactful way of going about it, but just saying, would you like a little bit of help? And if she does, she'll say, a common thing would be losing the keys of the house. So that if she can show you where the spare key of the house is, so if she gets lost, at least she can know to come to your place. And you can say, yes, you're welcome to come over to see us if you have any problems, and we can help if we can. Oh, that's a really nice way of going about it. And what about here in the unit? Well, I think the big thing to learn about dementia, or more about dementia here at the unit, is to not just experience it through your own relative, but through the other residents, because dementia is a very individual thing, and personal experience is a big part of it. We all experience dementia differently. And so if you get to know a number of the other residents, it doesn't have to be like an interview, but you can just ask them little questions like, how are you feeling? What do you like? Do you need help? Those sorts of practical things. You'll get to know them. So you'll get to see that dementia has a wide range of experiences attached to it. Everyone has a different perspective. Everyone has a different way of approaching it. Oh yes, I find the courage that the residents have incredibly inspiring. Most of the residents, except for the old one or two that really go off the deep end and, take a lot of time, energy and effort of the staff with all the hysteria. Aside from them, the basic average general resident here at the unit is fantastic, courageous, stoic, uncomplaining, and personally I just find that it gives me more inspiration than anything else out there. Oh, well, that's good, dear. I think that's a good, positive, pragmatic way of approaching it.